What do ramen noodles and Rolls Royces have in common? At first glance, you might think absolutely nothing. One is a symbol of humble, late-night college meals, and the other is the ultimate status symbol of luxury and success. But if you look a little closer, you'll find that even the wealthiest people in the world sometimes hold on to the quirkiest habits from their not-so-rich days. These habits, often born out of necessity, can become a part of who we are, sticking with us long after our circumstances have changed. It's almost as if, no matter how much money you make, there's a part of you that never forgets what it was like to count every penny. More than you might think. Let's spill the tea on some hilarious poor person habits that even the insanely rich just can't quit. You'd be surprised how many millionaires and billionaires still cling to the little things that made them feel secure, comfortable, or just plain happy before their bank accounts exploded. These habits aren't just about saving money, they're about holding on to a sense of normalcy, a connection to their roots, and sometimes just enjoying the simple pleasures that money can't buy. First up, coupon clipping and bargain hunting. You might imagine that once you've made it big, you'd never bother with sales or discounts again. But the truth is, the thrill of finding a good deal is universal. It's like a little victory dance for your wallet, no matter how fat it already is. Even with millions in the bank, the excitement of saving a few bucks on your favorite brand or scoring a 2-for-1 deal is hard to resist. It's almost like a sport for some people, a challenge to see just how much they can save even when they don't need to. Yep, some billionaires still love scoring a deal, even if their bank account has more zeros than a math class. There's something about the hunt, the chase for that perfect price, that's just too satisfying to give up. It's not just about the money, but about the sense of accomplishment that comes with outsmarting the system, finding value where others might overlook it. For many, it's a reminder that no matter how much they have, they still appreciate the worth of a dollar. Why? The thrill of saving a buck never gets old, no matter how many bucks you have. It's not just about the money either. For many, it's about the principle. Why pay more when you can pay less? It's a mindset that sticks, even when you could technically buy the whole store. And let's be honest, there's a certain pride in knowing you got the best deal in the room, even if you could have paid full price without blinking. Some of the world's richest people have been spotted at flea markets, garage sales, and even haggling over prices just for the fun of it. It's almost like a game, a way to stay grounded and remember where they came from. Plus, you never know what hidden treasures you might find when you're willing to dig a little deeper or negotiate a little harder. For some, it's a way to keep life interesting and unpredictable, even when everything else is within easy reach. And let's not forget loyalty cards and rewards programs. You'd be amazed at how many wealthy people still swipe their points cards or collect stamps for a free coffee. It's not about the freebie, it's about the satisfaction of getting something extra, a little bonus for being savvy. These small wins can brighten anyone's day, no matter how big their bank balance. Next, cooking at home. You'd think with all that money, the rich would have a private chef on call 24/7, or at least be dining out at 5-star restaurants every night. But you'd be surprised how many of them still love rolling up their sleeves and making a simple meal in their own kitchen. There's something deeply satisfying about preparing your own food, whether it's a gourmet feast or just a bowl of instant noodles. While they could hire a private chef or eat out every meal, lots of rich folks still whip up noodles or casseroles in their own kitchens. Sometimes it's about nostalgia, those comfort foods from childhood that no Michelin-starred chef could ever quite replicate. Other times it's about the ritual, the chopping, the stirring, the smells that fill the house and bring back memories of simpler times. And let's be honest, there's a special kind of joy in making something with your own hands, even if you could afford to have it delivered on a silver platter. Cooking at home can be a way to unwind, bond with family, or just enjoy the simple pleasures in life. It's a reminder that happiness doesn't always come from extravagance. Sometimes it's found in the familiar taste of a family recipe or the laughter shared over a homemade meal. Old habits and grandma's recipes die hard. For many, those old family recipes are a direct link to their roots, a reminder of where they started and the people who helped them get there. Even the richest among us can be transported back to their childhood kitchen with just one bite of a favorite dish. Even in the grandest mansions, you'll find people enjoying a bowl of instant noodles or a homemade sandwich, because sometimes the simplest things bring the most comfort. It's proof that no matter how much your surroundings change, your tastes and traditions can stay the same. And don't get me started on reusing and upcycling. You might think that once you're rich, you'd never need to save an old jar or shop secondhand again. But for some, the habit of making things last is just too deeply ingrained to shake. It's about resourcefulness, creativity, and sometimes a little bit of stubbornness. From turning old clothes into cleaning rags to decorating with upcycled furniture, the art of making do and getting creative with what you have is alive and well, even in the fanciest homes. There's a certain pride in giving new life to something old, in finding beauty and usefulness where others might see only junk. From rocking thrift store finds to saving glass jars for just in case, some habits stick around like that weird Tupperware lid you can't throw away. It's not just about saving money, it's about valuing what you have and finding joy in the little things. Plus, there's a certain thrill in discovering a hidden gem at a thrift store, or making something useful out of what others might toss, fixing things instead of tossing them, painting old furniture instead of buying new, or just holding on to things because you never know. These are habits that can be hard to break, no matter how much money you have in the bank. It's a way of showing respect for the things you own, and sometimes, it's just about the satisfaction of solving a problem with your own two hands. Even the ultra-wealthy sometimes prefer to repair rather than replace. Whether it's fixing a favorite pair of shoes or sewing a button back on a shirt, these small acts of thriftiness can be oddly satisfying. They're a reminder that not everything needs to be disposable, and that a little effort can go a long way. Finally, budgeting and tracking every cent. You might assume that once you're wealthy, you'd stop worrying about every little expense. But for many, the habit of keeping a close eye on their finances is what helped them get rich in the first place. It's about discipline, awareness, and making sure that every dollar is accounted for. Old habits die hard, and the discipline of budgeting can be a source of pride. It's about being smart, not stingy, making sure every dollar is working for you even when you have millions. This habit can also bring a sense of control and peace of mind, knowing that you're not letting your wealth slip through your fingers. Turns out the people who count their pennies never really stop, even when they're rolling in dough. It's a mindset that says, I respect what I have, and I'm not about to waste it. This careful approach to money often gets passed down through generations, shaping the way families think about spending and saving. Many wealthy people pass these habits down to their kids, teaching them the value of money and the importance of being mindful, no matter how much they have. It's not just about building wealth, it's about building character, responsibility, and a sense of gratitude for what you have. So, which of these rich but frugal habits do you follow? Maybe you still save your leftovers, hunt for bargains, or keep a stash of just-in-case containers. Or maybe you've got your own quirky tradition that keeps you grounded. No matter where you are on your financial journey, these habits can be a source of comfort, pride, and even a little bit of fun. Hit that like button, share your quirkiest habit in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more wild stories. Whether you're rolling in riches or just rolling with the punches, remember, it's the little habits that make life interesting, and sometimes, they're the ones that stick with us the longest. After all, being rich isn't just about what's in your bank account, it's about the memories, values, and habits you carry with you, no matter where life takes you.